How often have you sat and looked around at your friendships and acquaintances with dissatisfaction at just how shallow and empty they seem? And then you wind up feeling a little frustrated and almost like you're stuck. And you're wondering how you get out of this. And we find ourselves thinking, man, if only that perfect person would come along. You know, that person who would put me first and care deeply about me and, you know, show me, you know, kind of, and we wait for someone else to do it for us. The problem is that person never seems to come, right? And so we remain stuck. See, the first principle to having deep relationships is that it starts with you. You can't wait on the other person to initiate. It starts with you. So the first principle to deep relationships is you have to initiate. It starts with you. If you want to move below the surface, then take the initiative. Relationships do not often become deep and meaningful, significant relationships through, regular proximity where we're together a lot, or even through a whole set of common shared experiences, even though they usually feature those things. It's not built on those things alone. What usually sparks a deep relationship is a genuine desire to know someone deeply. That's usually what it starts. And then you got to take a step and move into that and express that somehow to start to seek out those deeper pieces of those people that remain hidden below the surface. So it starts with you. But what exactly does that mean? See, taking the first step below the surface is something that we do. And one of the best ways we do it is just through asking questions. And so often we get so busy talking about life and our conversations just become this running commentary on the day or the week or what we've experienced. But deep relationships actually are formed through asking good questions or telling stories that reveal something deep and significant about who we are. So to take the initiative with someone, maybe you want to ask a question about what they value most, why they do the things that they do. Ask about the kind of experiences that have really shaped them and helped them and formed them and caused them to view the world the way that they view it. Ask about not only the information and the facts of their life, but ask about the longings and desires and the passions and those things that underlie those facts and those informations. When we start asking those kind of questions, that's moving below the surface, and it's actually inviting other people to join us as we go below the surface into deeper, more meaningful conversation. And it's so much more relational. See, asking questions is a relational thing. It's not a me talking constantly. It's inviting the other person and drawing the other person out. So ask good questions, and then make the invitation out of a desire to really know and understand the person. See, when you ask questions out of anything other than a genuine desire to know them and care about them, they're going to know it right away. And you're actually going to, if you're asking out of more of a selfish mode, then they're going to know that right away. And they're going to know that it's not actually safe for them to open up and share some of the things that are more deep and personal and significant for them to share. So if you want to ask good questions, you got to ask it in a way that's genuine and caring and communicates that you're a safe person to share those things with. So however you take this initiative, right? Through asking a question or telling a story or however you do it, you got to take the first step. The first principle remains the same. You got to take the first step. If you want to have that kind of a deep relationship, you got to take initiative and then invite others to join you below the surface. And you got to make that invitation repeatedly. See, some people won't respond the first time that you ask. Some people may never respond. But one thing we know for sure is you got to keep asking, you got to keep inviting, you got to keep going there because it won't happen any other way. First principle to having deep, significant relationships is take the initiative. Take the initiative. Hey, if you found this material helpful, then just click on the link below and it'll take you to a website where you can access a whole video series that's developed in helping you to take your relationships deeper. See, I think we are all created to experience deep, meaningful, significant relationships that go beyond just the surface level. So we'll explain some of the principles of what those relationships look like and then start talking specifically about how you can have those kind of relationships. And you can have it. It is possible. So click on the link below and you'll gain access to the whole video series.